Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We have some breaking news today that could have big implications for the future of Bayern Munich and FC Köln. According to Florian Plettenberg, Bayern Munich is still in talks to sign 21-year-old goalkeeper Jonas Urbig from FC Köln. The negotiations have been ongoing for a while now, and while personal terms are already sorted out, there's still a lot of uncertainty regarding the deal's timing and the exact figures that will be involved. So, let's break this down. First, Jonas Urbig is a top talent, and it's clear why Bayern Munich is so eager to bring him on board. At just 21 years old, Urbig has already been impressing with his performances at FC Köln. He's seen as a potential long-term replacement for Manuel Neuer, one of the best goalkeepers in football history. Bayern Munich has a vision for the future, and Urbig fits into that plan. With Neuer's contract potentially expiring in 2026, Bayern knows they need to start preparing for life after him. Urbig could be the perfect candidate to step up and take on that responsibility when the time comes. But then, there's the issue of FC Köln, where Urbig has made his name and established himself as one of their key players. They clearly don't want to let him go easily. FC Köln sporting director Christian Keller has been very clear about his stance on this move. When asked about a potential transfer, he said, "For that intention to change, a lot would have to happen." Now, here's where things get interesting. Bayern Munich is determined to get this deal done, but they're not willing to overpay. According to reports, Bayern is sticking to a fixed fee of €7 million for Urbig. While that might sound like a lot of money, it's important to consider that this is a young goalkeeper with massive potential, but he's not yet a proven starter at a top-tier club. FC Köln, however, seems steadfast in their desire to keep Urbig unless an offer that truly meets their valuation comes in. And let's face it, Bayern Munich isn't going to get him on the cheap. They've already got personal terms agreed with Urbig, which means the ball is now in FC Köln's court. So the big question is, will Bayern be willing to pay more, or will they stick to their guns and walk away from the deal? Bayern Munich has a long-term vision, and this deal is a part of that. Max Eberl, the sporting director at Bayern, spoke about the importance of building a squad for future success. He mentioned Manuel Neuer, who may extend his contract until 2026 but is expected to leave after that. With that in mind, securing a young goalkeeper like Urbig makes a lot of sense. Bayern Munich is looking at the bigger picture here. They don't want to wait until Neuer's contract runs out to start looking for a successor. They want someone who can develop under Neuer's mentorship and then eventually take over as the club's #1 keeper. Urbig fits that mold perfectly. On the other side of things, FC Köln's position seems firm. Christian Keller is not backing down on his stance regarding the transfer. While Bayern is pushing hard for Urbig, Köln knows the value of their young star. They don't seem eager to let him go, especially not for the €7 million Bayern is offering. It's clear that FC Köln values Urbig highly, and they're under no pressure to sell him immediately. After all, they've already secured his services, and he's under contract with them. So while Bayern's interest is flattering, FC Köln is in no rush to part ways with him unless the offer is right. When it comes to the financial side of things, Bayern Munich is known for its cautious approach. The club is one of the wealthiest in the world, but they don't just throw money around recklessly. They want to ensure they're getting value for their investments, especially when it comes to young players like Urbig, who have yet to prove themselves at the highest level. But €7 million for a potential star like Urbig is relatively low, considering what Bayern could sell him for in a few years if he develops into the top-level goalkeeper they expect him to be. It's a calculated risk on Bayern's part, betting on Urbig's future potential rather than his present abilities. For FC Köln, this deal is not just about the money. It's about building a squad that can compete at the top level. Letting go of Urbig would leave them with a gap in the squad, and they'll need to find a replacement who can step up. That's not an easy task, and it might be something KLN is not willing to take on right now, especially if they're not getting the right price. So, where does that leave us? Bayern Munich is determined to land Urbig, but FC Köln isn't budging. The next step will likely come down to whether Bayern is willing to increase their offer or whether FC Köln decides they're ready to let go of their young star. If Bayern's offer remains at €7 million, it seems unlikely that FC Köln will accept it. But if Bayern raises the stakes and meets KLN's asking price, then this deal could be wrapped up quickly. It all depends on how the two clubs negotiate and how much urgency Bayern places on securing Urbig's signature this month. This transfer saga is more than just about one goalkeeper. It highlights the broader dynamics of the transfer market, where clubs are constantly balancing the need for immediate success with the desire to build for the future. Bayern Munich is a club that always thinks ahead, and bringing in Urbig would be a smart move in their long-term plans. But FC Köln also has to think about its own future. Letting Urbig go might help them financially in the short term, but it could leave them exposed in the long run. They'll have to weigh their options carefully and decide what's best for their club. As always, in the world of football, things can change quickly. One moment, a deal looks imminent, and the next, it's off the table. We'll be keeping a close eye on this situation, and we'll bring you all the latest updates as they come in. So, what do you think? Will Bayern Munich manage to secure Jonas Urbig's signature, or will FC Köln hold firm and keep their star goalkeeper for now? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe for all the latest updates on this transfer saga and other football news. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.